So you can scoot forward on your chair so that your feet are flat and your back is upright. Sitting nice and tall, either relax your hands in your lap or down by your sides. And we'll either start with eyes closed or a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And just take a few moments to arrive, settle into your body. Slow down your breath. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel where you touch the chair. And as you inhale, use that expansive quality of the inhale to sit a little bit taller. Without losing any of that height. As you exhale, using the natural releasing quality of the exhale to let your shoulders drop or relax your face a bit more, or settle back into your seat, into the support underneath you. So just by consciously breathing, slowing down your breath, you might start to cultivate a feeling of spaciousness and ease, breath by breath. Letting go of any unnecessary effort, any unnecessary tension. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's start with some neck stretches. We're going to turn the head as far as we can, looking over one shoulder, still keeping your chest square to the front, but turning your head as far as you're able. And then come back through center and over to the other side, looking as far as you can. What's your range of motion right now? Go back the first way. And then as far as you can the other way. Come back to center, and then let's drop one ear over to your shoulder. Drop both shoulders, but especially through the opposite one. You might even reach your fingers towards the floor. So you're looking for a stretch on one side of the neck. And if you lift or lower your chin or tilt your head one way or another, you might bring the sensation into a slightly different part of your neck. So feel free to experiment. Find what's interesting. And then rotate your chin to your chest. Come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now even more through the opposite side, looking for a stretch on that side of your neck. Rotate your chin to your chest. Come back to the first side, and then go back and forth a few times. Half circles or 3/4 circles, watching the sensation move from one side over to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there and then interlace your fingers behind your head. Let the weight of your arms hang down, stretching the back of your neck. And then release the arms down, head floats back up. Let's lift the shoulders up and back and down. Take a couple of big shoulder circles. One more. And then let's take the right arm up. We're going to bend it straight back on itself so you touch your same shoulder. And then take hold of your elbow and pull it back as far as you can. As you do this, try and drop your ribs and draw the belly in. So your hand is pulling your elbow back, and then the connection at the shoulder is being dropped by your rib cage dropping. Let's release. Right arm up, open it out, and then take it across. And we're going to hook with the other arm, hugging it in as close as you can. And as you do this, draw back through your right shoulder. So you're still square across your chest, still sitting nice and tall. And keep coming back to slow, deep breaths. And then release, arm out. Rotate your thumb to point down and then take it around behind your back. So back of your hand is at your waist. Interlace fingers at the waist. Pull your knuckles around towards the front just as much as you're able. Elbows go towards one another just as much as you're able. And then circle your right shoulder. So we are purposefully seeking out places that may be tight or creaky or weak so that we can have greater mobility, continue to have our full range of motion. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, lift the heart. And either stay upright or fold forward over your lap. And it may be just dropping your head, or you might come all the way down over your legs, perhaps reaching your arms up and back away from you. And again, you're just working with your body. You don't have to have more mobility than you have, but do explore the mobility you have. What's possible? How does that feel? And then release, come up. Couple big shoulder circles up and back and down. One more. And then release. Left arm up, bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow and take it back. Drop the ribs, draw the belly in. Feel around within this shape. What do you notice here? And then release, left arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close. As you do so, draw back through your left shoulder. Release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around behind your back. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, the way you don't normally cross. Knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another, and then circle your left shoulder. Last breath here. Keep your fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. And stay upright or fold over your lap. Maybe reaching arms up and back away from you. And then release, come up, couple big shoulder circles. Good. Let's interlace fingers in front. We're going to put a little pressure between the arms as if you're trying to pull them apart. So as you do that, you might start to feel between your shoulder blades spreading, getting a nice stretch there. You can also think about spreading your rib cage each time you inhale. A little bit more space between each of the ribs, the intercostal muscles. And then release. Bring your arms out to the side and flex your hands. Point your fingers up towards the ceiling and pull your fingers back towards you, really reaching out through the base of the hand. You might feel a little tingling through your forearms as you do this. And then curl from fingertips down and in, stretching the forearms, still really reaching long. And then circle your wrists, nice big circles, flexing and stretching all the little muscles of the forearms. Both directions. And then release down. Let's take a gentle twist. Left hand to the outside of the right knee, right hand somewhere on the chair behind you, wherever you can comfortably reach. As you inhale, sit a little taller, and then as you exhale, rotate. So knees are pointing straight ahead, but the upper body is trying to turn as far back as you can, looking as far back as you can. Now keep twisting in this direction, but turn your head the opposite way, looking over your other shoulder, like you're wringing out your spine. And then release, around to the front and switch. Start gently at first. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, little twist. And then each inhale, can you sit a little taller? Each exhale, can you twist a little bit more? Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the other way, looking over the opposite shoulder, wringing out. And then release back around to the front. Let's take a hip stretch next. We're going to cross the right ankle above the left knee. Notice if your back starts to round as you're doing this. See if you can sit tall as you can, and then fold forward. If the right leg is coming up, as best you can, drop it down. Again, just working with your body. We're exploring what each of our edges are. It may look very different than what I'm doing, that's okay. So hopefully you're feeling a stretch on the right outer hip, and we're going towards a flat back, towards folding to deepen that stretch. While you're feeling whatever you're feeling, can you relax your face, your jaw, your neck and shoulders? And then sitting tall, extend the right leg forward and flex and point your foot a few times. Deep flex, full point, and then a few big ankle circles. A couple times both directions, getting out all those clicks. And then release down. Same thing other side. Left ankle crosses above the right knee. Going towards a flat back. Towards folding, finding your edge. Where is it right now? And breath by breath, see what's possible. If something opens up, maybe go a little deeper. If it begins to feel too much, back out a little bit. Wherever you are, can you relax your face, slow down your breath, feel what's happening? To release, let's come back up, extend that leg out, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle, a few big circles, both directions. And then release. And let's come to stand behind the chair. I'm just going to turn mine so you can see me. With hands resting gently on the back of the chair, we're going to slowly lift the heels up and then lower them back down. So try and do this as slow as possible. Slow and controlled will be more effective. If you want to challenge your balance, try taking your hands off the chair or just very lightly touching the chair. If you want even more of a challenge, do this 1 foot at a time. You can flex 1 foot so you're just lifting on 1 toe at a time. And for a big challenge, you can try and do that without touching the chair. So finding your level here. This is strengthening for the calves, but also really good for balance. Let's do 2 more or 1 more on each side if you're alternating. Good. And then just shake that out. Let's take a balancing pose. We'll do tree. So we're going to bring 1 foot up somewhere on the inner leg of the opposite. So go towards your inner thigh as high as you can, but as low as you need. You could even have it at your inner ankle. Chair is there if you need it, if you want it. You can also bring arms out to steady you, or hands to prayer position, or arms up, and the chair is always there as needed. So while you're concentrating on balancing, can you still relax your face? Can your breath be steady? And can you stand as tall as possible? Notice if you're collapsing in your joints, and try and bring a little more space and length there. Let's release this side. And we'll go to the other side. So same thing. Bring your leg anywhere from the inner thigh to the inner ankle. You can choose your arm position, arms out, prayer position, arms up, or on the chair. And just a reminder that wobbling and falling are a necessary part of a balance practice. So if that's happening for you, it's okay. You don't get better at balancing without practice, and practice includes that. So more important than not falling is, can you be at ease with what's happening? While you're falling, face relaxed, breath steady. Okay, let's release that side, shake that out. Okay, let's take 1 leg, so we'll do the right leg, and just bend it back and bring the heel up towards you. We'll do this 5 times. As you do this, try not to let your knee come forward, so your knee is in line with one another. So we're just lifting the heel up and down. This is really strengthening for the hamstring. Again, and down. 2 more. Up and down. And last one. Up and down. Good. Same thing other side. So left leg comes up and down. Try and keep knees in line with one another. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more. Last one. Good. Now let's stretch those hamstrings out. We'll take a down dog using the chair. So this is a lot like down dog on the floor, but less pressure on the hamstrings, no pressure on the wrists. A lot easier, more accessible. So feel free to use the top of the chair, or for a little bit more depth, you might use the seat of your chair. Pull the hips back away from the hands, but keep shoulders down away from the ears. Flex the sit bones back away from your heels. Opening up the backs of the legs, maybe the chest and shoulders. Two more deep breaths here. And then release. Make your way back up. And let's again take a seat back on the chair. And this time you can sit all the way back. Go ahead and let your back rest. Let your body rest. And we'll do a little facial massage. So if you have glasses or something on your face, you can take that off. We're going to start by rubbing the palms together, getting some heat and energy in the hands, and then place your palms over your eyes, sealing out the light. And encouraging your eyes to not only close, but relax back. If you spend a lot of time looking at screens or looking close up even, the eyes can get overworked. So taking a few moments to relax them by palming the eyes can be great. If you've ever closed your eyes to go to sleep and they're still fluttery, a few moments of eye palming can make a difference in helping those muscles relax. Keeping eyes closed and relaxed, bring your fingertips to the center of the forehead and rub from the center of the forehead towards the temples. And you can keep coming back to the center, spreading towards the sides of the face. Good firm pressure. You can use your fingertips or your thumbs. If you find a place that's tender, you might hold it with steady pressure or little circles. If you suffer from headaches, this is a great tool to have, helping that tension release. And then let's bring fingertips to either side of the nose, pressing into the sinus area, pressing and spreading towards the sides of the face. Again, fingertips or thumbs. And then working your way along your cheekbone, following your cheekbone to the side of your face where your jaw connects to your skull, and there's a hinge joint there. If you open and close your mouth, you can feel how it works, and all around there can be quite tight. A lot of us hold tension in the jaw. You can help rub that out. There may be some pressure points under your ear, places that you hold. Could even give your earlobe a little squeeze or pull. And then work your way along your jawline to your chin. Give the chin a little pinch or press. And then take the heels of the hands and make a couple big circles into the cheeks, massaging your cheeks into your cheekbones and teeth. And then you can go back over any area that needed a little extra work. You can also give your scalp a rub, like a dry shampoo. Maybe your neck and shoulders, a little squeeze. And then how about each forearm and hand? Forearms and hands get really overworked. They were just working for you in your self-massage, but if you work with computers or writing, this can get really tight. So just giving a little rub, forearms, hands, wrists. And shake that out. And let's settle into stillness for just a few moments of relaxation. You can take a couple of extra deep exhales, either close your eyes or take a soft gaze. And then let your breath return to natural without any effort. For just a few moments, nothing to accomplish. Nothing to plan or organize. Nothing to fix or figure out, just simply being. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and bring a little movement back into your body, maybe deepen your breath again. And take a big stretch out, like a yawn through your arms. And we'll scoot back to the front of the chair, sitting upright. Bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for chair yoga today.